My feelings on President Obama cut in two ways, politically and personally. Politically, we do not know what the legacy of his presidency will be yet. It's still too early to say. It normally takes 1 to 2 decades after a commander in chief has left office before we understand the full impact that that leader has had on the United States. We just now are seeing that George H.W. Bush proved to be a prudent leader, proved to be a wise leader in terms of the way he prosecuted the war in the Gulf in 1991. In the same way, we are just now being able to look back and say Eisenhower also proved to be a very effective and a very wise and a very engaged leader in terms of introducing to us the concept of the military industrial complex. So I still think it's too early to understand the legacy of his presidency. And that there is a great historical gravity. We cannot doubt that at this point. And that he has not had a complete nervous breakdown having to take upon himself what were completely unrealistic expectations of anyone to be able to fix the problems that he inherited upon being sworn in. His first congressional bid was a blowout. And from 1999 to 2006, to transition from having been a state legislator who had been defeated in a congressional bid to a United States Senator to President of the United States says a lot about him and says so much about our republic. It says so much about the genius of American democracy, or what Dr. King called the great glory of American democracy. I admire him as a family man. I admire him as a husband, as a faithful and devoted husband. I think in so many ways he embodies what is possible for one who is driven, for one who not only represents the best of what happens when your intellectual curiosity takes you into the public domain, but he represents the best of drive. Whether you love him or hate him, whether you are a Democrat or a Republican, no matter where you stand politically, you have to love the nerve of someone who says, okay, I lost my congressional bid. Okay, my credit card is being declined. I can't even rent a car to get to the Democratic National Convention in 2000. I can't even get into the main convention hall in the Staples Center. I think I'll run for U.S. Senate later. I think I will seek the presidency. You have to love that nerve. You have to love that drive. You have to love that heart. And that is the lens through which I view the president and have always admired and respected the drive, respected the vision. In terms of his presidency, again, we will see what the future holds. It does not yet appear what his presidency shall be. But I am very happy to be living in such a historic time in order to see what the legacy of his presidency will be.